cyclone's so close, the winds are too strong to move.
What we saw now is category 5.
For those of you that are new to our channel, we bought an ex-Vendée Globe Open 60 and have spent the last 2 years on the hardstand in Fiji, converting her into a fast family cruiser. We'd hoped to be out of here before this year's cyclone season started, but we weren't ready in time and instead found ourselves engineless with a broken gearbox as a couple of nasty low pressure systems were headed our way. To stay in a cyclone zone during cyclone season, you ideally want to have a backup plan in case a cyclone alert occurs. The most common solution for boats that are here during cyclone season is to either go in a cyclone pit in Vuda Marina, which is a hole in the ground for your keel to go in so that your hull is on tyres at ground level, or they go up the river and tie to mangroves. Unfortunately, due to our nearly 5-metre draft, neither of these options are available to us, as it's not possible to dig a cyclone pit deep enough for us. As for our hull to be on ground level, it would be below the water level, so it would just fill with water and the edges would start to collapse, and we're too deep to go up the river. For the 2 years that we were on the hard stand here during cyclone season, our cyclone solution combined custom-built cradles to sit the bow and stern of the boat in, if you haven't already seen them, don't forget to check out our videos about how we made these cradles in episodes 6 and 7, right at the beginning. Plus a mini cyclone pit for the keel. This was in no way deep enough for our hull to be at ground level, but it lowered us enough to be able to sit our aft cradle on a shipping container, which we attached to for stability. And finally, we buried concrete blocks under the ground all around us to strap everything down to with cyclone straps.
Okay, go! We buried the last drum. We keep by the chain. Okay, this is the last block I got to bury it. This is for hold the back of the container. They're quite heavy. Now we got to dig on the back to the container and bury it there. The engine is below the ground at 2 meters. Ecco, it's buried. And my friend Amani is making safety the chain. This is our additional concrete anchorage for Cyclone. I think MV is an amovible. Last week there is too much rain for 1 week. Every night we are in full cyclone season. The pit, the small pit, overflowing, and whole area here is completely covered of water. For that I start to check all support if they are stable. I add some plank for augment the surface of the structure, and I start to dig one channel for drain up to here. It's 4 hours, 5 hours. I dig the hill on the back to the yard. I wanna put these 3 pipes, connect the channel to the channel, drain the water from our place. Okay, Cyclone preparation for today is finished. I finished to dig the trench for drain the water. I lift the ground below the area to the boat. I'm making one brick fillet with soil wall for lift more the ground around to the pit for reduce the quantity of the overflowing on the pit. I lift the ground around to the container for reduce the overflowing also there. Yeah, that is the also on the back of the container is a fillet. And here there is one drain system with the 3 pipes. I dig yesterday, I cut the wall, I buried 3 pipes. If there is one big excess overflowing, there is one big system for drain. I drop down the boom on the tire.
If you're interested to see more about our cyclone preparation, check out episode 9, where we go through the whole setup.
Cyclone preparation is all done. I need only to connect the straps, the travel lift, and support a little bit the boat. It's a maximum safety.
Now that we're back in the water, our backup plan, if there's a cyclone alert, is to go to Suva, which is 100 nautical miles to the east, where there's a protected bay with cyclone moorings in deep water. However, since our gearbox broke, this solution isn't so straightforward. We'd been monitoring these 2 new low pressure systems constantly across many different models, and despite them both becoming named cyclones, the first was Judy and then Kevin, all the models showed them being far enough away not to be an issue for us, so we decided we were safer to stay put. So we just got a big gust and then a bit of a downpour. The visibility, you can see, is still pretty low. The first low system is coming through now and the second one is coming on Saturday, and that one's possibly a bit worse. Another gust coming. You're quiet, Cuddle. He'll look after you. Somebody wants to come in. Oh wow! He really wants to come in.
That way, go there, there, no.
Here, Solo, come here.
No.
That night, Cyclone Judy came past. However, you can see from the track map that it was quite far away from Fiji. However, the evening after this, the track map of the second one, Cyclone Kevin, suddenly changed and was coming a lot closer.
From the yachts that can actually hear me, Fiji Met has said that it could go to 55 in gusts. In the Mamanusa group, they don't like the idea of the boats being on when a cyclone's so close. I told him that he can't get the boats to go off because there's nowhere to go and the winds are too strong to move. So he was happy enough to say, well, this time we're good. No one else has predicted that. Medview doesn't show anywhere near 55. They're showing gusts maybe 40. You know, you've had the gusts now. One of those gusts has got to have been 40. But if anyone wanted to, they could go across and go up onto the docks. Over at dinner, he said they don't have their flags up and it's not strong enough to go up a river. Because if the wind goes west, I'm about 3 metres off the reef, very unnerving.
And the wind is going west. It's not far to the shore, and now's not really a good wind angle for us. We would go directly on the shore.
I was going to go, like even now is quiet and the tide is going down. When the tide goes down, the winds go down usually. But I could probably end up going in the early morning. So if anyone wants to go, that would be the time. Okay, over to you guys.
What is everyone else's plan? Are you all staying?
Yeah, stuck.
NV will be here.
What wind speed can these moorings tolerate?
When I used to do them, we held 50 knots for about 3 or 4 hours. I would say the ones I've checked, which is Envy's and a couple around it, you easily hold the 40. Above 40, you start your engine, just idle it, and you take the strain off it, so you can stay.
Not us, we've got no engine. So there's not such good news. The Fiji Met.gov website are showing that the cyclone, the second one, they've now named it Kevin, is not going to be a direct hit here, but the effects will be felt here. There should be maybe gale force winds here, maybe up to 55 knots, I think. So there's been a few notices of change. The marina, or the yacht club here, and the marinas are sending out messages saying they want people to come off the moorings and go onto the dock. Timo's just gone off in the dinghy to go and talk to the other boats here to make some plans for tomorrow. Yeah, another big decision. Do we go tomorrow or do we stay here? So we probably would be allowed to stay on the mooring here because there might not be no other solution for us. But Denarau Marina would actually be deep enough for us. So we could go there at a push, but if they were to kick us out of there, then we'd be really exposed. Whereas at least here, a bit more sheltered.
Not very well, because work for 1 week for try to move in Suva, but the whole job I do it for install my outboard engine on the stern don't work. Now we test, we drop down and we see how much the propeller stay on the water. When the situation not be so worst, I take the decision to don't move, because if I have one problem during the passenger for go to Suva can be bad. But now the situation look like more serious. We start to have a little bit worried. What you see the situation now? You think can come more close? Or?
Of our two options, so one option is stay here and like attach our anchor chain to the mooring block at the bottom, yeah, as a backup. We put our anchor further ahead, just a little bit, and then we chain the chain to the mooring. So if the mooring moved or something happened, we've still got our anchor down. Don, he's going to dive and connect our chain to the mooring, is the plan, to connect it to the big block at the bottom. We wanted to mention that Don is a very important member of the community here and is the person many people rely on for advice and to help them secure their boats up the river if there's a cyclone. We hope to make a video about his story sooner or later because it's a good one. And sit it out here, or go to Denarau. We're just a bit worried that by the time we get there, because high tide tomorrow is like 5 o'clock, we need to make sure there's going to be a spot that they're going to let us in, but it's more that, yeah, to make sure that like there are a lot of spots that we can fit on, so there will definitely be one that's free.
And what I want to know from you, because we can move there, but if we move there, you know, we have only some spot on the dock where we can go. Don't look like very safe because it's the dock upwind. The wind side, the dock always break.
Yeah, where we'd be. How many spots there are deep enough for us? Do you remember? And that dock, we could go anywhere along there, could we, on that south side by the boatyard? Or we could go on the very end bit. That would be the other part that would be deep enough for us, I guess, would it?
I can go also more inside.
Because we're too deep to go around on the north side, are we?
My scary is when I move there, I have to enter at 5 o'clock on the night for go in for the tie, and after I go to discover there is no spot for me, I go to be. For what I heard, every boat they go to move on the dock tomorrow morning. I don't trust to have one spot. Nobody can book at me. How can I book it? I think my best solution is set me here. Honestly, I continue to feeling more safe to trust in me, arrange something here. But I have many anchor on board. I have one 65 kilo anchor is the big one I have.
So we're getting our third anchor. What is it? An anchor! You see the anchor? Another anchor! Yeah, there's two. That's got two.
Last thing we think is maybe there is a lot of stuff flying there now, right? If there is one real cyclone.
It's a really serious thing. In general, all stuff's going to get broken and smashed and whatever, and we can't go up the river. Maybe we have to decide in the morning if we think there's going to be space.
You help a lot. Thank you. It's good to have your opinion. Thank you. Talk after everything is passed, eh?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ciao.
Okay, and is your plan to leave tomorrow morning, or are you leaving now?
I've done it in the dark. I can easily just go in the morning and we arrive in the daytimes. That way you're going onto mooring or marina, more likely marina, and daytime there will be people there to help.
Yeah, I guess if I'm just going to get hit with something, I want to see it in the daylight, you know?
You know, just on daybreak, yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, so they are all leaving us. Anchorage is suddenly looking quite empty. All we can do is prepare the best we can. We have to make our situation here as safe as we can.
Maybe we remove everything from outside.
Yeah, remove everything we can. Yeah.
So the tank.
Maybe not the tanks. Don't have a fire, do we?
Fill the bottom water. Sink the boat a little bit. Put the bottom of down.
We could fill up the water tanks that we've got. We keep the dinghy in the water.
We don't have an engine, yes, but it can capsize.
I would still mount the engine though.
Yeah,
we can't at the moment.
Okay. The oil is there.
The dog. I mean, I guess it's probably a long shot, but none of the longboats would lend us their like 80 horsepower for the night, would they?
Patrick can give me one long shot. That's a good idea. Go. Go, 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 go.
Go solo! You're here. Right. Now Nemo, your turn.
You can watch the moorings.
Can't even see the mooring.
Oh, the moorings on the side. There's a big
Luckily for us, the cyclone track changed again to head further away from Fiji this time, so the forecast for us was looking better.
Okay, no bad. No bad. Just one ghost. Okay, no bad. Another punch arrive.
Next gust coming.
Watch Fiji Globe. Check one moment the track is changing something.
Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there, Solo.
How much knots?
So tomorrow morning we'll get up to 40, I think.
We saw now is category 5. Lucky is far away. I wish still stay far away. Okay, we are here. I'll look at to use the light for see the entry.
Where's it going? Wow. They're brave. Oh, that's fast. You're trying to relax, Solo. It's trying to it's a massage. Gently, Nemo, gently. Gently. Time to detach from the mooring, this time with real scuba gear. What's Dad doing? He's going to go down into the sea with all the other fishes.
Yes, all good. Thank you so much. To wait. Lucky there is no cyclone, but the strong wind was and the bows neck carabine stainless steel.
Should have totally destroyed this one. Just attaching all the lines. What a difference in the weather today.
Many people they say how much hard job to refitting MV, but in the end of the day, people like me and Joe, they never have the opportunity to have one boat like this if we don't have to work a lot. In the end of the day, we are very happy. It's all good. Oh. Mamma mia, watch how much we turn. The other boat is top, stiff on the wind, and we turn like a tagada. Madonna! Ah, I can grab the next moorings now. Madonna! Mamma mia! Dai, solo, we go inside. We go in. We go. We go inside. Come. The good boy. She is editing.